So, what's going on? It's been a while. Don't mind me. I'm going to. Yeah, I haven't done StreamYard in a minute. I haven't. So, trying to the gist of reworking it. But I wanted to have this one with you all. I was told I focus on lower channels too much. I focus on non-productive people too much. I focus on uh, the foolishness too much. And, I always ask those people when they tell me that, where was all this smoke when y'all were sitting in those chats when they were going in on black women? Where was all this smoke when y'all were talking about traveling abroad to go get pussy? Where was all this smoke when y'all were talking about white supremacy and how the white man do you so wrong? And then the next breath over, y'all talking about getting a white woman. Hmm? Take your time. When y'all were doing the Brother Pill podcast, the the Sunday Rumbles, the mayhem in the down the street. Let me know which podcast did y'all start doing this banter before y'all came down to my channel? Before y'all started coming to BMT, telling me, do y'all put it in their chats, their comment sections on what they should be doing? Granted, on how they should be maneuvering? Do y'all tell them what they should speak about? I'll take my time with this one. I want to make sure I definitely surgically, and if you feel like, hey, this ain't you. Now, I'm a man. I'm in my mid-30s. Past that now. Family. I work. Household. Culturally activated. Culturally activated. That means I'm actively doing something. And I know a lot of people say, well, why are you telling us all this stuff? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on now. Because I thought when it's time for show and tell, you know, I, Nino was talking to his brother on that roof, and he said, "Hey, you've been going behind my back." And he said, "Come on, Nino, it's just me and you, just me and you." He said, "Come on, Nino." And Nino was like, "Well, haven't I been holding you down? And you do this to me?" Now, I find this interesting because as I hear a lot of these men and women that keep coming to my doorstep telling me, BMT, what I should speak about, I be asking some of y'all, well, what the fuck do y'all do? Other than like, what do y'all enunciate or actually put out there? Like, I'm not ashamed of how I maneuver because I believe that, when somebody asks me or calls me to the stand, and I have shown my military valor, my valor as a civilian, my workstation valor, But I understand around the Negro, you don't gotta show shit. You just gotta be able to talk shit. I love my life. I listened to a 50-year-old man threaten to kill another family man on Rest the Bad Guys panel, saying he gonna go to his house. And I didn't hear no black man try to stop that or say, hey, this is way too crazy. This is way out of pocket. I was like, Jesus Christ. I've listened to women talk about between their legs to other men. I listen to people literally go after babies. So when y'all start coming to BMT about what I focus on, and I'm like, damn. So you focus. I think you're focusing on the wrong guy, my guy, my gal. Huh? Holidays are coming up. I'm not on here telling young men to go get pussy and talking to them about submission. That, that my conversation is about literally about how to get a job, about what they need to focus on. It ain't my fault some of y'all can't afford Netflix. It ain't my fault y'all don't go outside. It ain't my fault that some of y'all wasted y'all life and y'all didn't form a family. But then y'all all want to come around here, protection, family. Do what? YouTube booty call hookups? I'm not on here just to talk about black women. That's not my conversation. I'm not on here fearing the LGBTQ. I don't fear them. I don't fear the Jews. I don't fear the Latinos. I don't fear immigrants. I don't have those phobias that these YouTubian blacks have. I don't care about y'all talking about $1 million YouTube channels and some of y'all can struggle or barely get by with your own livelihood. I'm not on here to sexually reproduce with anybody. I don't get on panels and dress up and literally try to be kosher, cute, or sit on the panel. I gawk a woman's tits. Nah, I can go look at my old lady for that. That's funny. I'm hearing all these men talk. They usually go grab these prostitutes or these whatever Tudorians or whatever kind of shit. But I've never heard them actually. Well, my wife, she acts a certain way. She know I don't gotta say all that dumb shit. There's very few family men I've seen on there. And I gotta give credit to Mahogany. She showcased that. But those men were older men. There's no there's no and that's no chop at them. But a lot of those men, Kay, Alonzo, a lot of those men on that bracket, they were older men. And there was only about a few of them. Which in a very staggering statistics, those men's channels don't get hardly no play or views. Unless they got to get down in the mud. But guess who was the first one to do the first Family Man panel? It was I, my guy. It's BMT. I've went to all corners of these spaces. The blacks, the Itmores, the B1s, the incels, the player. I've been to all sides of these spaces and talk to all multitudes of men and women. And then I came right back home. I said, hey, I'm better off in my lane. I had certain conversations with them. And then that was it. I'm not trying to tell them, hey, stop doing your programming. No, it's not my guy. That's not my job. I'm not running around telling y'all should get married. It's not my focus. But I definitely am going to tell y'all that this YouTube shit, it's not beneficial to formulate a family. They've even gone behind the scenes and showcased those fake YouTube families and showed you that either ended up in divorces, literally that they weren't real families. They were just generated to act certain roles and stuff. Which I want to say, oh, I get on YouTube and look at productive shit. That's cool. So do I. So do I. Oh, right. They pulled off majority of the firearm channels. They pulled off majority of the survival channels. A good portion of channels that I actually care for are gone. I'm like, well, I get it. I get it. I'm not on here, no shot to M1, but I'm not on here talking about, like PSYOP, subliminal AI control, get your resources shit. Then I say, well, what kind of resources do y'all have? This is where you get masculinity. I'm not, you get masculinity through social media? Come on, like Fresh and Fit? Come on, like the Tate brothers? Huh? Did I get that masculinity through O'Shea, Angry Man, Obsidian? Who did y'all get y'all masculinity through? Who taught y'all how to be a man? Who taught y'all how to be a father? Hmm? I ain't nobody, and it ain't no jab. I mean, for whoever feels the way they feel, unsubscribe to me. I mean, honestly, let's. I mean, I'm just being for real with y'all. You're not needed. Not in my court. You're welcome to come. If you don't give a fuck about a wrench, if you don't give a fuck about coming to my channel, that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, with or without you, my program will still continue. I do my best works without y'all. I'm not on here trying to show you how to do the Geechee dance. What's going on, APTV? I talk about real life shit, real life stuff that a lot of men think in the back of the corner of their mind. I talk about men that literally sit at the clock and say, "Yo, I wish I was home with my son or my daughter, playing with them." Because that's something that I, as a man, have suffered through. I've never heard content like that. I talk about going down there to the county to go plot off your land for your family. Negroes ain't talking about like that here. They're talking about some 40 acres and a mule slave shit. I'm like, bruh, either you're going to go buy the land back, or you're going to go buy yourself a patch of land, or you're going to go to your family's land and go plot off your land and shut up about it. Which one you going to go do? Huh? First and the 15th. Budgeting, managing of money, pay your bills, taking your kid to school, being at school functions. See, I do these conversations because, see, I'm actively doing or going through or have been through these kind of conversations. As much as y'all talk about tech, I got to be for real with y'all. Black people are the least in tech fields, the least. I should know. My son has been to those tech camps. I mean, y'all are not. Y'all are definitely. It's a speckle. Like honestly, you can count those. You can count the black children in the room. And I can tell you right now, the black kids, they're not counted as black. They're counted as white kids amongst their own. A lot of you older black men. Yeah, yeah, no, stop. Let's just take a step back from that shit, bro. I'm not on here trying to do. You're right about that. Most kids get into tech wrong. Like, bro, my, you know, it's crazy. I didn't even sign my kid up for coding class when he was in middle school, and I can tell you right now, most lower developed schools, because we already know that a good portion of black schools are, you know, they're not hitting the standardization. I didn't sign my son up. My son, he already was making the grades, first of all. And literally the class that he was in, he was able to keep up with. They're not slow in those classes. You got to be able to keep up. You got to be able to keep up. I asked him, "Are you sure you can do the work?" I didn't throw him in just band. I didn't throw him in that. And understand that I'm not that one to be beat on tech. Honestly, I was like, hey son, do you want me to teach you how to do a skill? He said, no. I also want to learn that too, Dad. He finished his class. I know, but he helped me out with my StreamYard. My son did that. Again, I'm not here to tell y'all what y'all should be doing. This political this political banging, Republican versus Democrat shit, that's just for the birds. It really is. This political banging shit is for the birds. It's old. It's not serving any purpose. Vote for what benefits you and your local government and that of what you need. It's like going to a grocery store. Yeah, you like bananas or you like certain things, but you're also going to get what you need. I would hope you would. Groceries are going, grocery bills are going up, and we know the holidays are right around the corner. Some people don't want to be honest about what their fridge might look like this year. Y'all hoping that somebody's going to be charitable enough to allow you to come in to their home. Hence why I said, if you're looking for a second or third job, BMT will gladly help you. 'Cause I understand meat has gone up. Oh, meat's about to start jumping up. Vegetable, y'all not gonna catch it, but some people might not catch it because they're too busy talking about Queen Maker. But y'all may start needing to learn how to go get some crock pots, rice cookers. Y'all might want to actually start learning how to actually get some stuff to cook. Oh, let me guess, y'all go to meal preps. That's cute. I ain't against it. But I understand in that nowadays a lot of people do not have the required survival ability. They're just giving jobs to the immigrants. No, you just don't qualify for that job. Let's just be honest. You just don't. You think this livelihood that I live is through the VA? The VA don't give a shit about me. They don't. What do you think it's through Social Security? Social Security is kicking people off every day. I work that hard, that much. I was gonna do a video about showing elderly women or elderly people just working because there is no retirement bailout plan. There is no retirement bailout plan. Like people who are retired are going back to work. And nobody wants to talk about that. This shit about people saying, well, I'm going to work so many years and I'm going to retire when I get 60. That shit has been dead for a while. Retire at 60? Where? Must be in some rinky dink place. Because I know you can't be saying you're going to retire like in 60 in South Carolina. Well, if you make seven figures, dude, stop. Because you got to be able to maintain your bills. And my house is paid off. So how are you eating, living, affording gas, insurances? I mean, see, unless you're living on a budget. See, I got to be for real, too. I'm not about that minimalist type of shit. No diss to anybody else, but I like to live my life by my means. I like when I go out, I want to eat, drink, be merry. If it means I got to go work, this is why I love going over to business talk with Kay because he definitely understands me. If we got to go pick up an extra job to go live that lifestyle, we will. My mom does. She's over 16. My dad, that man's in the 80s. Yeah, he's going into his 80s. Yeah, he's up in his 80s now. That man will get up, work his field, get in his tractor, clear his land, go home, wash his truck, deal with his dogs, and then go right in his house. It keeps him going. He's still able bodied. My guy Alonzo's been talking to y'all about getting health insurance. All this conversation, listen, all this conversation, people coming to me about men are incapable of love. I don't care. I don't care. Like honestly, that's talk from stupid people. I don't know why y'all reactivate or listen, but then again, I mean, the internet is sold abundantly to the stupid. It is. I don't believe none of that shit. Me going hard for the holidays to make sure my kids have, make sure my lady has, make sure my people have, make sure that my I got to go out there to Buford with my daddy, make sure that the land is properly taken care of when a family come down here, that's love. I'm not. What the fuck? I'm not gonna be sitting around on YouTube talking with some niggas about you know what these black women don't cook. Nigga, fuck you. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not gonna be around here talking with these women about manipulating men to doggone take you out the goddamn Chuck E. Cheese or wherever the fuck these women go. I've never seen so many successful, rich, miserable people in my life. I've never seen that. Granted, the whole world is just getting whole bonkers haywire right now. We are going to go talk about celebrities. Huh? You got a grown man worried about other men's goddamn marriage. I'm good. I good. I'm good. Good. Miss BMT, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. I ain't give a shit how any man feel. She ain't going nowhere. She's happy. Nicely snuggled in her bed with her goddamn her teacup Yorkie. My kids are in their beds. I gotta hang up these goddamn I don't know what these things called, these lights, these luminant lights that can change colors and stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't, but that's what the little girls want. They want them at the fair. But that's a part of that. Yo, stop coming to me telling me what I need to focus on. If I'm gonna grab my bullhorn and call out certain stuff, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't asking y'all. I'm gonna call out what I feel like. Y'all ain't have no smoke when O'Shea be calling out shit. When Obsidian, Angry Man, huh? Kevin Samuels, huh? Y'all got no smoke with the Itmores that talking about stuff. The Brain Trust. Do y'all tell anybody do y'all tell any of these groups what they can call out? So why are you coming over to me? What they choose that they want to speak about, that's on them. I'm not the convince police. I'm not the convince police. I'm just talking. Y'all don't like what I talk about. That's fine. As my brother X would say, you don't have to go to that channel. Fantastic was right. You don't have to go to that channel. That's a choice. If I don't like it, then I don't go there. Yes. What I should speak on, I'm going to speak on that. Some men are not built to work independently. They need to have somebody direct them. That's not a bad thing. That's not a failure. You're not a failure of a man for somebody to say, hey, make sure you punch in the clock, be at work, do this, do that. We need to get this done. I need you to get that done. Pick that up, move that. That's not, you're not less of a man. Some people can function independently. Some people need somebody to guide them. You don't see me banging the wardrobe. Well, these women aren't married and she's 43 years old. That's her business. I'm not banging on, well, if you're not married, you're a failed human being. That's not my prerogative. My prerogative is not to shame, blame, and explain about, well, if you're not married, you're a failed woman. You're if you're not, if you're a man and you don't have kids in a household, guess what? You're an incel. Nah, I'm listen, man. Move to the side and shut up. That's all there is to it. Move over to the side and shut up about it. But stop running around saying these women don't want to submit. Stop running around saying these men don't want to be fathers. They need to do something about these boys. That's your child. Telling me that somebody need to do something about these boys or these girls, uh, that's the parent's job. Stop coming to me. That's not my fucking kid. My job is when I go to the school, my kids, my children. Don't run to me with these African proverb bullshit. But everybody in Africa ain't feeding everybody's goddamn kid. So stop running that narrative to me. I've been over there to that goddamn place. Everybody ain't feeding all them damn kids. Hell, sometimes they sell their damn kids. So don't come to me start saying, "Oh, BT, are you gonna feed?" Nah, bro. No. If I see, listen, if me and your families are in good spaces, cool. When I take my kids to the bus and my kids are sitting in that car and they nice and warm, guess what? Those are my children in that vehicle, nice and warm. The other boys sitting out there in the freezing cold, shivering and shuddering and shit. You think I tell him to get in my car? Nope. You know why? Because that's his parents' job to have secured him some type of security. You know what my daughter said? Daddy, he's cold out there. I know. It's cold outside. I know. I said, let me teach you a lesson in life. At one time, that was me. That was me, baby. That was me. I was that boy standing freezing cold outside, contemplating, should I pee on myself to stay warm or should I just stay here more longer? And I did that for 180 days. No, no, it wouldn't be under 180 days. It would be, but you got 3 months where it's freezing cold. You got November. Would November count as a freezing cold day? Nah, I wouldn't say November. And cold mornings. December, yeah. December, January, February. Oh, yeah. So February, January, and December. So that would be 90 days. It would be cold. Okay? 90 days it would be cold. You know what? I didn't die. Probably very, very, very slim. My dad would probably let me sit in his truck if he was waiting to go to work. He had to go late. And I said, he will survive. Maybe when he gets older, he will secure a way for his child. But until then, guess what? Then he has to just go through it. So as an adult, I can speak on that and say, hey, for y'all, are y'all securing a path for those after you, those of your own children? No? Okay, then I don't know what we're talking about. I told that to my daughters. Everybody can't be saved. Everybody can't be secured. You ain't gonna be able to help everybody. You don't see me going around here screaming and hollering, what's that do? Sheep say sleep. You don't see me going around here hollering, trying to do some preaching shit to y'all. I ain't trying to do none of that stuff. That's not my course of action. Listen, this winter is coming shit has been here for quite a while for a lot of y'all. It ain't gonna change. I guess y'all come on here to learn. Go learn. Go learn. It's about to be five something. I'm about to go heat up my car. I'm about to go heat it up and pull up one of my seats and definitely let the girls jump in. I'm gonna roll it up to the front and they're gonna chill right in that car and they're gonna go to school. That's what they're gonna go do. You think I'm gonna try to save every child at the bus stop? Nope. Nope. You think I'm trying to save every person that gets on the internet? Nope. I remember one time when there was a black boy who was shot for going into construction properties. And I listened to how there were certain black men that said he shouldn't have been there. He got what he got. It blew my mind because it was a non black man that was screaming at them about how foolish they sound that three men chased him down and gunned him down. That it was a non black man on a black man panel arguing with them about how crazy that sounded. And I said, well, they just let you know everybody that looks like you ain't for you. I'm not on here trying to rock with everybody. That's not my intention. At best, the people you can rock with is a small few, very small few. Well, listen, I ain't gonna be here too long. I'm just sitting here on my PS5. It's kind of crazy how I mentally just go. Can't tell y'all how to operate. I told y'all this YouTube stuff is but a blur of a distraction. I know everybody want to talk about there are people out here on YouTube that are millionaires. Stop. That is a very, 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 very small percentage. Very small percentage. But you want to be on here like Destiny and them? I watch them, man. It's a bunch of people arguing and screaming and just literally having mental breakdowns. And you're telling me that's a skill? Oh well, there's people on here that do tech and they have multi-million dollar channels. First of all, their sponsors are paying them. Their sponsors are paying them, or they already have or they're already doing something in that field. I doubt that when they were going to college that they were talking about YouTube while they were going to college. They were in their field. You're in their field. There's a guy who I like watching. Sometimes he talks about sprinter truck videos, and after a while, I'm like, okay, all right, this is all right. But I'm like, when do you go home? When do you do this? When do you do that? I'm like, oh, that's the part. Okay, all right, I got what I needed from that. I got to get what's best for me. What best is going to fit me. Some of y'all can look at some of these videos and be like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm like, listen, dude, I gotta go home, take that boy to basketball practice. I gotta go watch some little girls. Well, all of a sudden now he's starting to um, do AP classes. Jesus Christ, it costs so much money. Every time that boy come back home with a new program or project he want to get into, I will have to start telling him, hey, next school year, boy, you only get 3 to 4 projects you can participate in. You're not doing one every new damn one. I'm them projects cost money. Money. I'm trying to think, yeah, dang. I see why people say, y'all think y'all slick where y'all say y'all want to homeschool y'all kids. So I could teach. No, no, you just no. You know, it's cheaper. It's cheaper to homeschool them. Put them in unless you do public school. But then again, that's beside the point. Shit. Cost me money, boy. Hmm. Uh, oh man, I gotta take that dog to the vet. I would like to have a day where I can just sit my ass around. Sit my ass around, not give a damn. I would like to have that kind of day. Don't exist. All right.